पूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दम्.
Let's enter into today's sutra. Before desire and before knowing, how can I say I am? Consider dissolve in the beauty. I can say this is one of the technique which can lead you to quantum jump. Ananda Sutra. It's neither Nitya Sutra nor Jnana Sutra, Ananda Sutra. Just understand. Just understand and allow that understanding to work on you. The understanding of this kind of sutras will start a psychological revolution in you. If you cooperate and change your day-to-day activity based on the understanding which is happening, the more and more deeper understanding will be revealed. These are like, these sutras, you need just initiation, means click by the living master. The next thing you need to do is not practicing. The efforts which are happening by that initiation, cooperating with it. Just cooperate with the effort, nothing else. Mahadeva says, before desire and before knowing, how can I say I am? All of us always think and taught, even by the Western psychology, that first we exist, then we have desires. I and mine. I and mine. Just Mahadeva shakes and turns the whole thing. He says, I can say this is one of the greatest declaration, one of the greatest weapon, one of the greatest tool given to human beings for enlightenment, for awakening of the consciousness. I have read thousands of sutras, thousands of things, but this is one of the most revolutionary and shocking. He says, the mind comes first before I. Understand? Not I and then mine. If I and then mine, you can never become enlightened, because you can, whatever you do, you will be working only on the mind. Mind is mine. See, mind is also one of your property. So whatever you do will be only on your property, not on you. Operating on your properties cannot get you out of disease. Surgery being done to your car cannot heal your knees. So, all your operation, if it is on the mind, which is mind, then how can I be lost? How can I become enlightened? Here Mahadeva is revealing a very important truth. After reading the sutra, I sat and consciously verified how the I and mind gets created. Let me tell you how the truth of the sutra clicked with me. I had the fortune of listening to this sutra by one very elderly lady, saintly lady, Kuppammal. You see my biography, you see her photograph. She was reciting the sutra and giving me explanation in Tamil, in my mother tongue. When she said, first comes mind, the desire or knowing, only on that the I is getting built. Not that I is a base, on that the mind is getting built. I was shocked. No, how can that be? We always believe and we always feel the I is first, then comes mind. I was sitting and thinking about it. One of my relatives, she brought her child and the child was sitting in front of me. And the child was playing with some toys. And he was about to take one toy and he was trying to swallow the toy. As you know, kids always they put anything in their mouth. That is the way they taste. That is the way they relate. And I saw that this fellow is trying to swallow. I just tried to snatch that toy so that he will not swallow or he will not hurt himself. The moment I snatched, I saw not only the child was weeping and crying, his whole life is jumping out of that body to have that possession. See, I was in a deep, pure awareness, consciously alive and witnessing what is happening. Of course, the sutra which this Kuppamar, she taught me, that was the background of my mind. I was thinking, how can this be reality? When I saw the incident, I only took something what the child thinks as mine. But I saw his whole eye was shaken. His whole life, the very feeling was shaken. And he felt as if his whole life is taken away, he is being killed. Some of his part has been taken away. Suddenly it clicked in me. I could see very clearly, consciously, the I is built on mind from the young age. If the mind can be removed, I has no work. I just loses its base. I does not exist without mind. Mind is like a fabric out of which I is created. If you remove all the fabric, there will not be I. Then it has started now interesting me. That child has become my experiment guinea pig. Then I decided to play. I gave the toy to him back. The moment he put the toy in his mouth, I saw clearly his eye coming back to life, settling. Somehow fortunately I had that deep awareness and consciousness to scan what was going on inside. Because I learned the sutras after my first experience. I was able to see exactly what is going on in his system, in his being. Then again, just I removed that toy, I saw his whole eye shaken. From the young age, when you are living with unconscious, means that from the day one, the I is getting built only on mind. After some time, you collected enough of mental ideas as mind. On that mental ideas only the I is standing. Understand? Now even if all the items, outer world related things are taken away from you, you have collected a lot of ideas and knowledge as mind. On that knowledge and ideas the I is standing. The child fortunately doesn't have an idea and knowledge collected as mind. He has only the products and items as mind. The moment it is taken away, the I is shaken. This gave me a great clarity and click. I can say that was one of the great revelation. And again 2-3 times I tried that. Giving the toy back and taking it out. I know, of course, the child was shouting and crying. But I can say, it was such big clarity. It was a clarity landed. Then finally I gave the toy back to the child and said, now I got what I need. Thank you. Actually, when I read Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam is one of the great spiritual literature. Unless you read Bhagavatam, you will not understand the spiritual essence of India. Understand? Ramayanam and Mahabharatam are more social part, less spiritual part. Bhagavatam is 90% spiritual, only 10% social. Why Ramayana and Mahabharata became popular, Because it's not strong stuff, it's a light stuff. Like snacks. Wherever you go, whenever you want, you can be eating. It's more like a snacks. That is why it became very popular. But Bhagavatam is the real dinner, real lunch. When I was reading Bhagavatam, there is a story which says there was a Paramahamsa who learned from ant, who learned from tree, who learned from hunter, learned so many lessons from the people whom he is meeting in the life, and he calls all of them as gurus. I was not able to understand how can this happen. When this incident happened, I realized, yes, the child is now my guru. The child is now my guru. Gave me a great click, very big click. Understand? It's a very important fact. All you need to do is allow all your desire, fear, greed, idea about enlightenment, idea about you, idea about me, idea about world, everything to go through a change based on this clarity. That's all. When this clarity happens, when you click with this sutra, start tuning your day-to-day activity, decisions, day-to-day decisions which you make to this sutra. Don't say, no, I cannot disturb my day-to-day life. It's already settled. No. Okay, you talk whatever you want. Tomorrow you will tell something else. I cannot be changing my day every day. If you postpone that way, okay, up to you. But anybody who is courageous, understand, one Ananda Sutra click, this click is enough. Now, sit and revise all your goals, all your idea about what you want to do in the life, or what you want to become, what you are. You may be having an idea about you, and your efficiency, and your possibility. Your efficiency will always think as lower than your possibility. And your goal. And so many other things. Now revise all of them just with this one understanding. Understand? Before desire and before knowing, how can I say I am? It means, be very clear, your desire, your knowing does not have a base of your being. Even though continuously you are believing, this is what I want to be. That is why I carry all these desires. That is why I carry all this knowing. And that is what I am expressing in my life. Understand? Your belief that what you want to be and your belief, the path to what you want to be is not in tune. That is what Mahadeva says. Understand? This is the click. How can you say your desire and your knowing exists in you without you realizing the you? Another important line. Before desire and before knowing, how can I say I? Your understanding, your desires or your property is the main reason why you are running behind, trying to fulfill, in the end of the life, feel frustrated. Understand? Go through a simple shift and reorganizing. The reorganizing. Understand? You are the property of your desires. They are just kicking you from left and right, right and left, from different corners. Decide for some time to keep them all away and see what remains. Keep all of them away, your desires and knowing, and see what remains. Just tune your day-to-day activities. decision making, to keep all these things away, whatever you think as mine, away, and see what remains. See what remains. Understand? These clicks are not such a small thing as we think. They are so powerful, so strong. Sometimes these clicks can just do a psychological revolution in 1 second. In 1 second. One small but very beautiful story from an enlightened master from southern part of India. His name is called Pattinattar. He was a very rich guy. Rich means filthy rich. He used to give a loan even to king. Once he sent his son, of course, the word filthy rich is 2 words meaning same thing. Sorry for using 2 words, sometimes you need to emphasize. But I have seen, when the inner richness is there, even if the outer richness is added, the filthy qualities never gets added. The smell of the money will never get added. Without inner maturity, if the wealth is added, I have seen the fools. Suddenly you will see 10 rings on all 10 fingers. And big watch with diamonds. And what not. All kinds of huge chains. And too many other things. I always tell people, the smell of the dead body is much better than the smell of the money. Smell of the dead body is much better than smell of the money. Because smell of the dead body, at least we will know. Smell of the money, we will not even. It will be too much. This guy had wealth, and he has sent his son to go and get more wealth from the other countries. In those days, the youngsters will be sent through the ship to go to different countries and make more wealth and business. And he is so greedy, filled with greed. When the son came back, he was not even bothered about how his health and where he is and all. He is only bothered about what he brought. He ran to the harbor, and son came out of the ship. His eyes are so much filled with greed, he did not even look at the son or care to see the son. He ran inside to see what he brought. And suddenly he realized all other guys who went with his son, they all brought gold, diamond, jewels. This guy brought only cow dung cakes. Only cow dung cakes. And this guy comes out and sees the son and shouts at him, "You idiot, for this you went all the way there and only you brought cow dung cake." The son did not answer, just he left the place, went to the home and gave one small leaf and a needle without the hole. In needle, the sewing needle, there will be a hole where you will put the thread and sew. That needle without that hole part is broken. The needle without the hole and the one small palm leaf. This guy, this greedy rich guy, after the son left, he got so disturbed. Not only this guy brought only cow dung cake, it's a decent word for another one, some other word. If it is cows, it is holy, and if it is male cow, bulls, it is unholy. Anyhow, not only this guy brought just cow dung, and he did not even answer. He just goes and sees the heap of cow dung and kicks with the left leg. When he kicked, few cow dung cakes fell and broke. He realized inside the cow dung cake so much of diamond and pearls are stored. Means he put all the diamond and pearls and covered it with cow dung for the sake of safety. You see, in those days, when you come in the ship, a lot of pirates will come. They will snatch and take away whatever valuables you have. If it is covered inside cow dung, the pirates may not be able to recognize it is a worthy, very valuable gold or diamond or jewels. They will think, oh, this is just for cooking they have. So this guy realized his son is not only efficient, he is intelligent to protect the wealth. He earned money, made wealth, diamond, pearls, whatever he want, but he covered it with a diamond cake, so that he covered it with a cow dung cake, so that on the way, even if the pirates stop them, try to steal, try to rob their ship, they will not take this, thinking it is a useless thing. He realized, oh God, what mistake I made. I shouted at my son. First thing, I did not even care for him. Second thing, I did not have passions to look into this. Third thing, I shouted at him without even letting him give any explanation. He ran to the home to apologize and ask his son to forgive him. There, I understand the whole mood. He is in a high, agitated, restless mood. One, the mistake which he did. Second, the guilt. Both of them are haunting him. He is one moment in the peak, one moment in the valley. He reaches his home, asks the wife, where is the son, where is the son? I wanted to apologize. I have done a big mistake. She says, I don't know where he is, but he gave this leaf and the needle without the head, without the hole. You can see this. The guy picks up that box and sees the needle without the hole, and there is a word written on that palm leaf. In Tamil, it is written, Kadatra Usiyum Varadhanan Kadaivalike. Let me translate. It's a beautiful verse. Even a needle without a hole will not come when you leave the body. Will not come with you forever. It means impermanence of the wealth. It was a strong blow. First thing, son telling father. Second thing, not inefficient, lazy bum. This guy is powerful enough, intelligent enough to create wealth. After creating wealth, he is intelligent enough to protect the wealth. Then he is telling his own father, I made what you want. I have protected what you want. And I brought it and gave it to you what you want. But now understand, I tell you, this will not come, not this whole wealth, even one needle without a hole will not come for your life. Means after death. He says, impermanence of the wealth. Nothing will stay with you. Nothing will come when you are going to the ultimate place. This was a strong blow and a shock. That shock and strong blow became a click. And that guy, the rich guy, had a strong click, and that was it. The story says he dropped everything, threw everything, that same moment, left the home and became enlightened. His name is Pattinatthar. The click, if the click happens in right time, one click is enough to lead you to enlightenment. It was an intense click. And not only that, when the click happened, he decided to alter his day-to-day life in tune with the click. He was courageous enough to tune his life with that click. That was a strong click. When it happened, he did not think, okay, I will mentally renounce, physically keep a little bit. Maybe till my life ends, I'll keep that much bank balance. No! Nothing, no second thought. Did not bother about anything. He had only one thing in his heart. Courage to go with the click. To go behind the click and see the end of it. This is what I call courage of tapas. Courage of tapas. Understand? This click can do that same thing to you. I am not saying you will leave the wealth and go. No. I am not saying that. But this can do such a big transformation in you. Falling in tune, if you can arrange, if you can put your day-to-day activities in tune with this click, your day-to-day decisions in tune with this click, suddenly you will see the click is revealing deeper and deeper clicks and understandings to you. Understand? The initiation is like giving you one light. That light can be put off by any cyclone or air or blowing wind. If you protect it, then it can't be blown away. It cannot be put off. Protecting means making your day-to-day decisions and life in tune with that click. Whenever you receive a click, protect it as if you have the Kamadhenu and Kalpavriksha, means the tree which gives you whatever you want, wish-fulfilling tree, as if you got the wish-fulfilling tree. Hold it inside your heart and see your everyday decision. Again and again, your thinking revolves around that click. Your day-to-day activities are slowly falling in tune with that click. Whenever your day-to-day activities are made to fall in tune with that click, with that understanding, the deeper and deeper truths will be revealed by the same initiation. I know for sure, Pattinatha did not become enlightened the moment he read that palm leaf. No. He had only click, a strong initiation. The next thing he did is putting all his effort and energy to tune himself to that click. He immediately started rearranging his thinking setup towards that click. He rearranged his lifestyle to be in tune with that click. The moment he did that, the deeper and deeper truths of that click was getting revealed to him. And naturally, in few months or few weeks, he has become enlightened. He has achieved the ultimate truth. Understand now, this one thing, one click. Allow this initiation to work on you. The understanding which you are having, you are the center and your desires are your own, your property. Your fears are your property. Whatever is happening inside you, your mind is your property, is a lie. You are the property of your mind. This will bring so much of disrespect to your mind, so much of rest and unclutching between you and your mind. As long as you think your mind is yours, you will never be able to stop fulfilling what it says, what it anticipates. You will never be able to escape from its roots. Even if you escape from the desires, it will attack you in the name of fear. Your mind is very intelligent. When you escape from your desires, it will create fears and make you do the same thing what it wants you to do. In a different way, it will enter through the back door. It will enter through the back door. Whether it is your fear or desire, it is not yours. the very understanding your fears are not yours will leave you so freely with so much of rest. You don't have to stop or you don't have to escape from them. You don't have to stop them. You don't have to escape from them. At the most, what can happen? Death. Let it happen. For whom it is not going to happen? Tell me. Everybody, it is going to happen. Everything, it is going to happen. Not only for you, even for me. At least what you think as me, this body is going to die. Everything is going to die. There is nothing which is not going to die. Let you have this courage. What can happen? That's all. The other day, one of our deities which we brought to other temple, after the installation, not now, here not in our temple, in another temple, after the installation, somehow somebody mishandled and it was little damaged, broken. Immediately these guys came and complained to me, oh, what is this? God is broken. I said, relax. Deity is broken, not God. One more important thing, as long as it is made out of some material, it has to have degradation. At some time, even if it is out of stone, after a few thousand years, it has to have some damage. Maybe for you to become enlightened, you have to feel deity is God. But sometimes, anything which is a form has to break, has to disappear, will get degraded. So, understand, anything has to disappear. This one clarity. Your fears are not yours. You are not needed. You don't need to protect yourself from those fears. You are not continuously needed to protect yourself from those fears. Neither you are needed nor you need to protect yourself from those fears continuously happening. Your desires are not yours. Your fears are not yours. You are only being created and given an illusory idea to you that you exist so that you will continue to fulfill your fears and desires. Your fears and desires created a lobby and put you as a president just to fulfill what they want. This is the essence. But unfortunately, you start thinking you have power and you are fulfilling the needs of your desires and fears. Because of that, you continue to exist and you continue to create things which needs for you to exist. Relax just from this one thing. Understand, in India, the lobbying is not so open. That is why people are not able to understand what is going on. After studying few of the country's politicians, politics and the basic understanding, I was able to see very clearly now what I said. You, what you think as I, is nothing but created leader by the fears and greed. Every fear you remove, part of you will be dropped, will die. Every desire you remove, part of you will start melting away. The moment you remove all these things, suddenly you will see you don't exist. It's like I have seen some of these laser beam shows they'll do in India. From 3-4 places they will send a strong laser beam. They will all hit each other at one place and it will appear like a strong light, a jyoti or a sun is happening out of nowhere. A sun will appear in the sky. Because 3-4 laser beams are reflecting on each other. When you remove those 3-4 laser beams, the sun will not be there. But because you are seeing that sun for quite a long time, you forgot the laser beams are responsible for that sun to exist. You start thinking the sun has its own existence. You start thinking that you have your own existence apart from all those few laser beams which are contributing source to you. Understand? What you think as you is not Swayam Prakasa, self-emanating. You are self-emanating. The original, true you is self-emanating, not what you think as you. When you understand, your fears are not yours. Your desires are not yours. And you are the property of your fear and desire and all other things. Suddenly, you will lose respect for them. Losing respect for them will unclutch completely you from whatever you think as you. You will disappear. The sun will disappear. When the laser beams are moved away, the sun which was there till this moment will disappear. That is what Buddha calls nirvana. Extinction. The exact meaning of nirvana means extinction. What you think as you will be extincted. Understand? If you remove the fuel supply, what you think as you will be extincted. And you will realize that you don't exist apart from what you think as yours. What all you think as yours, that only adds to what you think as you. Till the age of 7, you are getting built only on the physical products you have, physical properties you have. And after some time, you acquire knowledge, ideas, desires, fears, so many things. Then you are building yourself on that. That is what I call having individual logical thinking. If you can start acting, if you are active even while you don't have the physical things around you, what you think as yours, then you have started having intellectual logical thinking. Understand? Till the age of 7, kids cannot think without their properties. If the properties are not there, they won't be thinking. After the age of 7, nowadays maybe I can say from the age of 3 itself this starts, because the input is too much. Input is too much. After enough input is put inside, when a platform is created by the collected ideas of desires, fear and all those things, on that you start thinking you. You start creating the I. Because the platform is there from the moment you started having the I, you never think that without that platform the I cannot exist. You start thinking the I is more stronger and permanent. You may argue, no, I can think even while I don't have the properties around me. But you don't understand, the ideas and desires and fears you accumulated are also some more properties. They are also properties of your mind. That mind, if it can be relaxed, you will see the extinction happens. So understand and imbibe this click, have this initiation with you now, and let this initiation do the process. Initiation is like putting the fire in the huge cotton godown. All you need is allow it to be burnt, that's all. Do not dump too much cotton on that small fire If you dump too much cotton on that small fire, you may put it off. Don't dump too much cotton or anything. Just allow that to work. Allow that fire to happen. It means you don't have to do any sadhana or any mental confusion, chaos and all those things. That is like putting more cotton on, dumping more cotton on the fire. You may put it off sometime. Don't do that. Allow that to happen. At the most, give enough space for air. Means tuning your day-to-day activity and thinking towards that initiation, towards that click, towards that inner fire. Listen and have that click and have the initiation before desire and before knowing. How can I say I am? Consider means see. See. You do not exist before you accumulate and start working on fear or desire or your properties. So whatever properties you have, you think as yours outside and inside is not you. Mahadeva says, dissolve in beauty. He says, dissolve in the beauty. When you understand, your desires need not be fulfilled by you. Your fears need not be fulfilled by you. You don't have to protect yourself from your fears. Suddenly, beauty happens to you. A deep grace of fulfillment happens to you. Dissolve in that beauty. Mahadeva says, dissolve in that beauty. Understand this one thing. Neither your desires needs to be fulfilled by you, nor you need to protect yourself from your fear, because they are not yours, you are there. You are theirs. So, just have this one initiation, one click. Let's gather for next session. Thank you. Swamiji, thank you a million times. My investment paid off today. Maheshwara, thank you. To tell you honestly, when I was coming, I felt that I should not add any more words today. Just let you go and sleep on it. That's what really I felt. I think I'll do that. I should not add any more words. If I add any more words, the last part only you will be stuck. Let you go and sleep on this word. I'll do the remaining sutras tomorrow. Thank you. Let you achieve and radiate the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you.
स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दम्.
I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's subject is unclutching. Deprogram the inner self. Experience your true self. Let's get ready.